So we're looking now at what's left. So here's one way to think about how much Diego has left after spending 1/4 of $100. So explain each step. So we do 100 minus 1/4 times 100. So that's our first step. So here we're just writing take 100 and then take away 1/4 of 100. Now here they did some math that might look a little weird. So if you notice, they factored 100 out of both expressions. So that came to the front. So it's like they had parentheses here, and that 100 went there, and that 100 went there. So both hundreds came to the front. And then if I take 100 away from there, that would be 100 times 1. That's why 1's left there. This 100 goes away, and we have 1 minus the 1/4. So what they did was factor 100 from 100 minus 1/4 times 100. So then the next one, they do 1 minus 1/4. Well, that's 3/4. So they simplified 1 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. And then here they just rewrote, instead of 100 times 3/4, they did 3/4 times 100. So here, what they're doing is they just use the commutative property of multiplication. So now here, a person makes $1,800 a month, but 1/3 of that goes to rent. What two numbers can you multiply to find out how much she has after paying her rent? Well, remember, what we're doing here is we're saying we have 1,800 minus 1/3 times 1,800. Or remember, we can factor that, so that turns into 1,800 times 1 minus 1/3. Then 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. So then that really equals 1,800 times 2/3. So our final answer, the two numbers you can multiply, is 1,800 times 2/3. Because remember, if you take 1/3 of the 1,800 away, you retain 2/3 of the 1,800. So now write an expression that only uses multiplication that is that is equivalent to x reduced by 1/8 of x. So if you have x minus 1/8 of x, remember, if we take away 1/8 of x, we still have whatever would make that 1. So what that would equal is 7/8 of x. And if we needed to simplify that fraction, basically you have 8 over 8x minus 1 over 8x. And then you subtract in the numerators. 8 minus 1 is 7. The denominator stays the same, so that would be 7/8 x.